guys, Crew Blind Wave. I'm Eric.
And Aaron.
And we're back with The Flash. Last time on The Flash,
he ran.
Icicle.
He ran slow because he was cold.
He was very cold. They were all cold except for Caitlin, who became Killer Frost, and Killer Frost is back kind of now. And then she put the thing on there, and she's like,
"Hello,"
talking to her buddy.
What's this?
Talking concentration.
She didn't do that. She said hi. You do this, and then you do this, and you go like, ah!
Stop it. You know I hate that. We had a poll last time.
Yes, we did. The poll was, which was your favorite grouping this episode?
Ooh, yeah, we had a lot of good groupings.
We had 10% say
yeah,
Iris, Nora, and Sherlock.
Sherlock, okay.
We had 21% say Ralph and Cecile.
Oh, okay.
And 68% say Barry, Caitlin, Cisco.
Original Team Flash.
It'd be like if you had like an arrow, you're like, who's your favorite team up? Like, Dinah and Wild Dog, Felicity and Laurel.
Oliver and Bronze Tiger.
Oliver. No, Oliver.
I know.
You know, like,
but that was my favorite.
I messed it up. I said Felicity. No.
It was my favorite team up, though. Okay. What were some of the comments there?
Going with OG. OG.
Got my OG Jitters shirt. By the way, this is episode 99 of The Flash. So next week will be episode 100.
Remember 100 of... Dude, Arrow 100 was during the crossover. Next week's not the
awesome.
crossover, though, right?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Huh.
I think Flash is going to go all out.
I wonder what they'll do.
I mean, bring back fucking...
The Rogues! No, the Rogues!
Reverse Flash as well.
Remember how they had that little clip with the Rogues of the...
Yeah,
with the Rogues, but they had...
with Marsden, Leather Wizard.
Liam.
McIntyre.
Liam.
McIntyre is my mother's maiden name. Maybe him and I are related?
Is it spelled differently?
Because, no, it's spelled the same, because we kind of look alike. Like, devilishly handsome.
What?
Maybe we can take...
Let's see you be Spartacus.
I'll take on all of them.
Like, I'm Spartacus. Like, I should sit down. You're definitely one area.
All right, that guy's definitely not Spartacus. I don't know about all these other hundreds of guys.
Wouldn't that be great? There's just some guy like, obviously that guy's not Spartacus.
All right, come on. You can't all be Spartacus. What's happening?
Sam just says the OG crew, which is what we had there, minus Reverse Flash. Damn it. Because technically he's the OG crew, right?
Yeah, he is.
Sexy Grodd, he's your favorite.
He's my favorite grouping. Having
Barry, Cisco, and Caitlin together working on something felt like season 1, and it was awesome.
It was good.
Joey says, I just loved how enthusiastic Nora was about working with Iris. It was extremely heartwarming. Foxbuck says, Barlinsko.
Yep.
Chief Chill says, this episode was very ice.
Chief Chill.
Barry, Cisco, and Caitlin had very cool story with them.
Chief Chill, man. On theme. That's great.
Peter Candy, I can't decide. I enjoyed all 3 roughly equally. That's good.
Roughly.
I liked Ralph and Cecile because they were just kind of fun.
That was good.
The Amish electrician says the best team up was Caitlin and Killer Frost.
Yeah, that's a good one. No. I probably shouldn't say that.
Dang it.
If you bang Caitlin, do you think that would be a threesome?
Shame.
Huh?
Previously on The Flash.
Marsden!
All the weather like that indoors.
Wait, we're gonna have it already?
Weather wizard.
Wait.
Turkey. Thanksgiving.
Was that Barry talking? Oh, it is.
Yeah.
His parents, specifically her father.
I'm sorry, but the girl's parents are deceased.
He's not the real parent?
I can show you her charts.
Brother Dwyer, are you in there?
Who?
It's CCPD.
Who?
Open up.
Origin?
Flashback for him?
Brother Dwyer? Hey, listen.
Aww. The bunny. Aww. Aaron.
So his sister died in a meta attack?
This is a critical time.
What are they doing?
Steady hands.
What are they doing? Connect 4?
Thanksgiving.
Call time and death.
It's okay.
Damn.
It's okay. It's not supposed to be a piece of cake.
Wow.
I like that.
That is so
thanks
you.
for-
I love them jokes.
Cicada's trail running cold. At least we.
Barry, Nora, you're up.
Alright. Oh, what are we doing on rooftop? They're just playing around. That's what they're doing, you know?
No, it's high.
Huh? Look! They're just having fun. There's no reason for them to do that.
Shut up!
Guys. Grab the workers from inside.
Doesn't feel right.
Not lightning bolt. Move it, move it, move it. Oh, this is how it started.
Damn it, Barry.
Rub your hands together, great lightning, and then give him a chest compression.
Oh, poor Nora.
Clear. What?
Speed him to the...
No.
Lost?
That makes no sense. No!
Lost. We're lost. No, Charlie, no! Fuck. I mean, obviously the motherfucker wasn't gonna die, but...
I'm like, this can't be right. It's only episode
But
7.
her emotion was...
Promise, I'm okay.
Caitlin,
Jeez.
Whoa.
What'd the fridge do, man? Fuck.
All right, but you can't say those words.
rat bastards!
Quit it.
Rat bastards!
Stop.
Rat bastards!
Hey, listen to me. I'm supposed to be the parent here.
No, you're not a parent. Parents are supposed to make the world better for their kids. You make everything worse.
Now our CSIs. Which mate did you need to see?
Ooh.
And he's been here all day.
Never once out of our sight. Oh, I know.
What is going on? What?
Well, that's a girl.
You have a sister?
Weather witch?
Don't mind me, I'm just here to pick up my dad.
Dad.
Oh.
Did she say dad?
Whoa.
Bring me my father!
Okay.
Now!
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
This staff from the Enlightenment, right?
Oh, is it a meta
It's gotta
technology
be.
thing?
There's no way that she just happens to have the same powers as
Well-
Daddy.
This Josh is busting me out.
I wanted to say that
It's okay. I'm not upset with you.
you're not.
No, we're good. I promise.
She's mad at her dad?
That's the other thing. Celebrating the
Nora's
decimation of
a little
indigenous
bipolar.
culture so a bunch of
Huh.
greedy
So Nora's a little
colonizers can
bipolar.
get their turkey
No.
lurkey on.
Weather vane, doesn't it look a lot like...
Yeah, she was carrying, yeah. Cisco, can you pull up the security footage from her attack on Iron Heights?
It's
Yeah, just a-
infected.
North, south, east, west, yeah.
It's a fucking
Look, it's all
coincidence,
glowy.
isn't it?
Like Spencer Young's phone.
Look,
I'm right.
Shut up!
Turn it off.
Fucking Aaron.
What?
Would you just, how about you just power that thing off for a second, let your dad try.
Try this.
Oh!
Jeez.
Oh!
Oh!
Selfish dick who abandoned his family. Anyway, thanks for helping me drop a truck on my dad.
Did they just kill Weather Wizard? God, I love him.
You don't seem to give a damn if you lose me and over your job.
Nora.
Oh my God.
Yep. She's mad at Barry.
It's just one that you don't want. Give up being the Flash. It's the only way to guarantee that you won't disappear again in the future or any other time.
Yeah, but what else could happen?
Come on, think about it.
This is the third ice cream of the day now. Something fishy's going on here.
Oh no. Yeah, this is where it happens.
The Enlightenment. Everybody's getting dumb.
Oh!
Oh shit.
That's how he gets the shrapnel in his chest, maybe? Oh, damn, yeah, it is. Oh, man. And that's how she goes into her coma. Jeez!
Wow.
Jeez!
There's the doctor.
Alright, now what?
Here to Andros.
Let him know that she wants to kill him. Maybe he'll help. I don't know.
How do we fight weather?
Run.
Fight weather.
With weather.
Oh yeah?
We still have Martin's weather wand. I need you to get it from the archives and take it to Barry, okay?
Aw, I wanted to bring him.
Marvin's one.
This is a lightsaber.
So cool.
Where is she?
Crusader, I need you to make that man.
Last.
You're making a lightning tornado?
I know you have to go. Run, Dad. Run!
Run, Dad! Damn.
Absorbing it.
It's all gonna be in the wand.
Oh, no.
Oh!
Harry Potter. Jeez.
It was like he's charging up lightning. He threw his own lightning. I thought he was gonna use the wand.
And disintegrate.
Yeah, come out of the fog. Yes. Yeah. Oh shit, that's her.
Oh.
Ha ha ha!
She just runs away. Then they just go, oh man, you know.
Damn.
You got away.
We'll get in a third act. This is a third act.
In a world
Damn
full
it.
of metaphones and
You nerds come to Thanksgiving or what?
Her hair looks so much better this season, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The color? It looks.
Used to just be like a big white wig, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
so it wasn't so much
Oh,
the
damn!
choice as it was the
Yeah, I want to save everyone, but the person I was thinking about the most was you.
me.
Yeah. I don't choose being the Flash over being with my family. I'm the Flash for my family. I do it to save you and your mom. All the people I love.
You know, maybe one day if I train enough, I'll be able to save you.
I don't doubt it.
And perhaps the entire world will collapse in its allies.
A new Meadow was last seen jumping off the building in order to evade capture.
That was the first one he killed?
Jeez!
Reported that he escaped.
So, I had Monsieur Cisco hack into the CCTV footage of the hospital, and this is what we got.
Oh.
Ever since Grace arrived, Cicada.
Okay, so we got a bit of a backstory on Cicada. You know, before he got his powers mostly.
Yeah.
He kind of just did the Mjolnir thing, like, you know.
It was pretty much up to the point of like, well, now I'm gonna go kill that one guy that we saw him
Yeah.
kill the one. So that time he killed someone there was the first time he ever killed anyone.
Yeah,
Well,
I guess so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. You know, I enjoyed the actor's performance except for the last line. I didn't like the last line. I want to say that I liked all the other parts mostly, but when he's like, you know, like all metas will die, and then he's like an eye twitch, it just didn't sell for me. Seemed like kind of like a classic movie villain look to it, you know. But see, you know, I understand why his voice is the way it is because he got stabbed and stuff,
Yeah.
you know, and he's the Cicada.
That had to be, like,
he's bad.
Closer into his lungs or something, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, we know that he has to wear the mask to breathe better and stuff. I really enjoyed the way he was in, like, The Office. Whenever the teacher principal brought him in, like, the way he acted there was a lot more natural, I felt like, than some of his other scenes. He's kind of has, like, that, you know, Batman voice. He talks like this for a lot of his stuff, you know? So it gets a little distracting for me, but like I said, whenever I think he, you know, relaxes a little bit and is a little more natural, like in that Office scene, I really enjoyed it a lot more. But that being said, his backstory just in general, yeah, I mean, it's solid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not like, you know, I guess we didn't know that it was his niece rather than daughter.
Yeah,
you know, so
we
that's
didn't know.
no.
I mean, before when we first started, like, oh,
Yeah.
he has a daughter.
Yeah.
And that's what they were thinking too. Like, well, let's find this girl's parents.
That's why that
They're dead.
picture last episode wasn't him. Yeah, it was her real parents. So they died.
I think it's in a meta accident or something.
Yeah.
So I wonder what metas or what incident they died in.
No.
It was a year ago from the Enlightenment. So, no, that was a year ago from his promise. Damn. Which was some months.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd have been in the middle of last
Around Zoom time, I guess. I mean, Reverse Flash, Zoom.
The season before Thinker was Savitar, right?
Thinker. Yeah, so maybe Savitar.
So it'd have been
time,
like sometime in the middle of the Savitar season.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, that was Grace. She's in a coma, and she may never come out.
I mean, I enjoyed like what was going on there. Like it's like he wasn't ready for kids or anything. It'd be like if like something happened like your brother or sisters or something like that, and then you just had like your nephews or something like that, and you're like, well,
yeah.
I'm not ready for what am I going to do with the kids?
Yeah.
And it's not like you have them in the beginning, they're like 10 years old or something, you know? Or,
I mean, I personally don't want kids, but if something like would happen, I was the only person to take them. I would never be like, oh, fuck, I don't want these fucking kids when they're in the kitchen, you know? A little cot that I made. I'd never do that.
You go hide.
I'd raise those kids. No, I mean, like when my sister had her oldest Hunter, she was, you know, still living at home, and, you know, I helped raise him for the first couple years of his life, you know? So, no, if that responsibility fell on me like it did here, I would take it. And obviously,
there'd be an adjustment.
Obviously, this guy's like, he seemed to be an alcoholic. He was getting into bar fights and stuff. She said like he hated himself. Mm-hmm. So those two healed each other, which was a cool story.
Which a lot of times doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and I kind of get like him being like, well, this is. I mean, I don't really get why he would say this was my fault. I mean, just because that thing fell at the fair doesn't mean it was his fault. But then the doctor's like, what about Metis? And he's like, yeah. You know, like, the connection, I mean, while it's there, and he's like looking at the Flash and stuff, and he's like, all Metas must die. It doesn't have the subtlety of the transformation like Ben Lockwood and Superman, or Supergirl, where you get those years of him being like, no, we shouldn't do this to...
Yeah.
You know, we really should.
Yeah, leave aliens alone. Yeah. Quit. And it's like, well,
this kind of switched a lot quicker. Not to say that the Ben Lockman thing was subtle, obviously, but
I guess the thing with that too is like we never saw him being for or against Metas beforehand, so we don't really know what his standpoint was on Metas, except for the fact that we know that they killed his sister. Yeah. And then they've put her into a coma and injured him. But even still, like, the thing I don't like is like the look at Flash. Yeah. He's watching the news and they say like scientists say this could have been a catastrophic event. Yeah. You know, he saved the city. Mm-hmm. There still was damage, but he saved what he could. Yeah. And he's like, Flash, you know, he looks angry at the Flash.
And,
like, why?
And it doesn't need to be subtle, I guess. This is the Flash. I mean, the main villain here was Weather Witch, who just happened to get meta tech powers like exactly like her father, who they don't have a relationship or connected at all. It's just a big old coincidence that he happened to be in a plane while he was a thief running and then got struck by lightning during the particle accelerator, and she happened to be a meteorologist. You know, her dad's weather wizard. It's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, stay on theme. It's like that guy in the opening Patreon thing. Chill. Yeah. He stayed on theme. It stayed on theme, too. Not exactly subtle,
weird,
but it's also a campy Flash episode.
Flash got struck by lightning. He didn't get weather powers.
Yeah.
You know, he has speed.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I can roll over that, even though I don't think it's necessarily very deep or requires too much analysis.
Well, when it first started, I'm like, there's no way he's had a kid and she's that old when he had powers. You know? So it can't have been like, well, he had the meta gene then and he had powers and it passed down to his kid. Like, so it's got to be tech because everything else has been like some kind of tech, you know, the phone and this dagger. And
it's just a big old coincidence that happens to be weather powers. Or lightning, I guess, or whatever.
And maybe she went into meteorology because of her dad. Yeah. She wanted some connection and it didn't work out. And now she just hates him and she has powers and she's going to kill him.
Maybe.
Did you know I was looking on TV trying to find a show, and the first thing that popped up was Yogi Bear. You know who's in Yogi Bear, the movie?
Yeah, Tom Cavanaugh.
I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
What's he? He's Ranger Rick or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. It just caught me off guard, and I was confused.
Yeah.
I was like, wonder what else he's been in. I didn't look it up, though, but I was just caught off guard.
It's probably just another Wells, Ranger Wells.
That would be funny if they brought in, like, another version of... That'd be great.
Yeah. Am I incorrect in remembering? I guess the suit is different, but didn't Cisco put in some kind of like electric shock? Well, insulation, but there was also an electric shock like device that would do that too, right?
Was that in this version, or was that in like the last one that had like the thing and the like last?
Yeah. Because I mean, they can still monitor his vitals, so they're still connected somehow.
Yeah. But, like, I know last season they had, like, a whole bunch of stuff they added, and then it gave the chance for Kilgore to be like, I'm gonna fuck with your suit.
True.
In this season, they've kind of been like, well,
I probably would have kept that in. Just saying. Because if he was out there by himself and that happened, no one could get to him in time. You know?
But they've been able to monitor vitals like.
Yeah, they've always. This, you know, it's just one of those. Yeah, the suit has tech in it. You know.
I wanted to have roller skates again. Just speed skating, you know, like Brink.
But anyway, I was thinking that when I liked the rubbing the hands to create the lightning thing. That was cool. I liked that.
I like that they at least referenced the corruption from the last warden.
Mm-hmm.
They talk about that. So we had a new warden here that hopefully isn't corrupt and trying to sell medicine on the black market to that girl with the big smile, big teeth. Yeah. I just remember she had a big mouth. I can't remember. What was her name? Emutet.
Something black, right? I don't know.
Emotep.
Yes, that was her.
I just remember she had like a huge smile.
Yeah, well, you could just see all of her teeth at once.
It was just crazy.
Yeah.
It was like a big smile.
Julia Roberts smile or something. Speaking of referencing, they reference Ronnie.
Yes.
You ever think Ronnie could come back?
No. It's just been so long.
I just always wonder if, like...
He did come back.
Huh?
Didn't he? He did come back,
yeah, but, well, he got lost in the season 1, you know, that thing. Yep, lost up in there, and they had to go find Jefferson. I just always wonder, like, I wonder if something will happen, he'll come back, or Eddie or something. But if he came back, I wonder if he could merge with Jefferson. That would be kind of cool.
Huh.
They create, like, which one would be Firestorm, you know?
Didn't they have something, though, where, like, they needed something specific for, like, the Jefferson-Ronnie side to merge with Stein?
Yeah, and Stein fixed it anyway, that he wouldn't need him. But I always thought it would be kind of a cool thing.
Then he fixed it to divide it, so...
Yeah. Something was, our Mercury Labs again fucking up? It's either they're fucking up or they're getting something stolen all the time.
Well, they had some kind of fusion cold core in the... Which, I think that they were attacking that so that they would shut down the prison.
The power grid of the prison.
And then there was no dampeners, and then it was only cuffs.
And then she just did it anyway.
Then she could come in and attack without having the dampening effects, I think is what she was doing.
But then she just came in anyway.
Huh?
Didn't she?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I think she attacked the power grid.
And it turned off.
And then it turned off the dampeners, and then she could come in and try to kill her dad.
Yeah.
Because all I had were cuffs, and it wouldn't affect her stick. Which she looked like Rita Repulsa or something.
She did kinda, yeah.
One time she just like, lightning disappeared. I was like, oh shit!
I would have enjoyed if they had like, hey, we need your help. And he helped him stop his daughter or something.
The daughter wants to kill him.
I get like a reduced sentence or something. You know? Something like that.
He was not in this episode very much.
No.
It was kind of sad.
Which I was kind of hyped because they had that. I mean, I guess it was a deleted scene.
Yeah.
That deleted scene where he's like, hey, you know, with Ragdoll. But maybe that'll still come.
Did they take him back to prison, or is he still in the pipeline?
He's probably back to prison. I think they all go to prison now. And they put like that kind of stuff.
Now they have a museum.
Yeah.
They have all these magical artifacts.
Yeah.
You know, we need back. We need a frickin' Malfoy. What's his name? What's his name in this?
Julian.
Yeah, I kind of want him back.
That would be good.
I mean,
yeah, I liked him, but they just kind of wrote him off a little bit.
He just left. He just disappeared.
Rat bastard. That was funny, that girl. Rat bastard, shut up.
I'm the parrot.
What'd you think about the, you know, like, I feel like the Arrowverse has done a lot of fake out deaths this season, or these seasons. But the Weather Wizard one was the most believable for me. I was like, no, I know that he's not like the most important character and this could easily just be his downfall, but no! I love him. Keep him around.
I thought they actually killed him, and I'm like, I don't want his daughter, who I don't like as
much,
you know, to kill him.
She's wearing that weird blouse thing that she was wearing just to be on theme.
I mean, they've done things like that too with like in Supergirl, they had Rain take out Livewire, you know, and it's like, I kind of liked her. She had this thing going on.
So I feel like that one at least had like a redemption arc to it, and you know, you took time to really get to know the character a little bit more. But he was like, splat, and I was like, no, I've lost so much.
I thought he actually had died,
but it got me. It really got me. I'm saying I'm always like, I don't buy it, but I want to make sure that I'm contrasting that with saying I totally bought that.
Go, Shed.
Now, I know this is a tangent, but hear me out. Barry's always putting himself out in danger. He's always about ready to die. Is it a feasible plan? Like, would you do this if you were a speedster? Would you create a time limit of yourself, put it into like cold storage or something? That way, if you die, they can open another one, or you're there.
No.
No?
Not after Savitar. I wouldn't risk it.
Yeah, but
Savitar,
I mean? They let live and all that stuff happened to him. You just put him in cold storage.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't risk there being another one of me out there somehow after what happened with Savitar.
Yeah, I get you. But the Savitar thing, it split, and then all these divergent things happened. I would like sit there, think about, all right, this is what I want to do. I'm going to do this. That way, whenever I split, that one also wants this, you know?
Does he?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I know that me and now that I've split, it's like, right. Flip a coin, that one goes in, you know? And that way, Nora has a dad if something ever goes wrong. Dang it, Dad died. Dad, you died. Oh, well, this is what we planned for.
What?
I'm just saying, it's a feasible thing that you could do it. But kind of like that Doctor Who stuff.
This is the whole Doctor Who thing where, like, the conversation there was like, but then they're not the same person anymore.
They're not.
And this and that.
They're not. But she would have a daughter. Would you do it if, like, you were going out on these dangerous missions and just in case there's a spare you, you know? Maybe you, like, update it every year or something?
Why don't I just send the spare me?
Huh?
Why don't I just send spare me?
True, you could do that, yes. I was just saying, like, then you could update it every year, too. That way it's not like, you know, you have one that's 10 years and old in the closet or something, you know?
Yeah. That's why I send the spare one.
Yeah.
And he dies, it's fine because I'm good. But the problem then is he didn't die. Now what do we do? Not kill him.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that when obviously that's not how I want the story to go, but I just thought it was like, you could do that, you know? As long as everybody, like, on paper agrees. This is what we're doing. No Savitar shit.
Yeah,
okay.
I know. I just feel like I just feel like I don't want any.
Yeah, no. How about not, Barry?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen. Don't do those more. Like
they some shit if like they had an episode of The Flash and he actually died. Like, let's say Barry is dead, and then they're like, sucks, but you know we planned for this, and then this comes out. What happened, guys? And they just continue on like nothing happens, you know? Wouldn't that be some shit?
It'd be crazy. It would be fun if they had a line in there somewhere. It would be like, why don't you just make a remnant, a time remnant, Barry? Yeah. Like, Iris isn't like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. You know, Nora responds to things very harshly and quickly and on the complete other side as she is a couple minutes ago sometimes for me. But I did like the scene at the balcony when he's like acknowledging the stuff and he's like, I have to do it. And then I like the resolution where she realizes
she's looking at all the people and she's feeling bad that it's about her and not about these people, you know?
So I like that. So it kind of softens the kind of edge that the Flash will get me sometimes with Nora where I'm like, Jesus, lady, just calm down, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we've thought about this shit before, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
but like when she thinks about it, I think about it, now it's, you know, and then she like blames everybody around her for how she's feeling, you know? So
I guess
like that, it just like it hits me with a certain edge.
It's very relatable to like the police thing that they did with like Joe. You know, like he's out there on the risking his life.
Sure.
It's like, weren't you scared? And he's like, I was scared for you. You know.
But that's who Joe is. That's who Barry is. To ask them not to be that is to now live with a person who's not Barry Allen or be raised by one.
Yeah. The thing I like that Barry just said is like, I'm not out there for me and I'm not out there for the city. I'm out there because I want to save you guys. Mm-hmm. Which is, you know, he saves the world or the city, and they're part of that, you know, so he's got to do something.
Yeah, I mean, if Barry didn't do this stuff, there wouldn't be a city or a world for your family to live in, you know?
Did I miss something? Where was Ralph? They didn't invite him to Thanksgiving or anything?
They didn't say anything. I don't think they even, like... I mean, they said, like, Cecile and Joe are going to visit Cecile's family. They could have easily said, also, Ralph went to visit a sister or something.
Well, Ralph went with him.
But there's just no Ralph.
No.
Which, this happens in these kind of shows. So.
I thought I just missed a line.
Yeah. We might have. Maybe we did. I'm not super upset, but it's Thanksgiving. He should be there, you know?
Yeah. I feel like he should be there with the group.
It's like, oh, the family, the whole family's here. There's not even like a mention of like, oh, yeah, but Ralph.
Yeah.
Well, fuck Ralph.
He should have just walked in.
Yeah.
Hey, guys. They're all out of yams.
Hey!
You know, he's been gone this whole time trying to find, like, cranberry sauce or something. And nothing.
But it might just be one of those things where it's like, well, you know, he's not really integral in the story this week. We'll get, you know, Liam McIntyre to come in, pay him, don't pay Ralph this week. All right, go, break.
That's sad.
I don't think is Ralph a series regular this season?
I don't know. Hasn't he been in like every episode so far?
But sometimes you just don't need a character.
I mean, Cisco wasn't in an episode, but that was like after he died.
Yeah. It would be very ezy to say that he was visiting family for the holidays.
Yeah, just have that line in there.
Yeah.
I just want to know where he is. Maybe they cut it for time. I don't know.
Well, we're going to cut this discussion for time, go into Q&As.
All right, guys, we're going to do Q&As on Twitter, @BlindWaveProg, with #FlashQ&A. Colt says, man, everyone on The Flash has daddy issues. Well, they do.
Yep. All the best cowboys have daddy issues.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Matthew says, your thoughts on Tom Cavanaugh will be directing the 100th episode, and will Melanie be joining you for it?
Melanie will be joining us for all of the crossover the week after. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I think there'll be episode 100, and then the crossover after that.
Gotcha.
So,
has Tom Cavanaugh directed any episodes before?
Oh, yeah, a bunch.
I don't remember any of them right offhand.
Yeah, he's directed a bunch.
I mean, he's been here since the beginning, so that's kind of interesting.
I mean, I fully expect us to do some kind of, like, look back on the season, integrating the stories.
Remember how Arrow did theirs?
Yeah.
It was, like big villains and flashback to, like, Laurel.
Yeah, I mean, bring back, Tom Cavanaugh's here. Bring back Reverse Flash, Tom Cavanaugh or something. Or literally go back and see him, They did that one time in Flash. Remember he just went back and asked advice?
Yeah.
Do that. Savitar, Zoom, everybody. You could have, if you could have some kind of, like, this is your life, Barry Allen, with Nora. Maybe he's showing Nora.
Well, with all the tech stuff, maybe there's some kind of tech, I don't know, something that you look into and you go into your past or something.
Yeah. But I expect a very hype episode for episode 100.
Don't hype me up, and it's bad. Don't do it.
And Banjo-Kazooie will be in the next MASH.
Son of a bitch. Speed King says, do you think Nora was being a little unreasonable, and what do you think of Cicada's backstory?
I think that she was being unreasonable. However, I think that the resolution was worth the unreasonability.
I don't know. I've seen more unreasonable things in my life.
Me too.
So
it was like one of those things where it's like, I get it, but you've taken it way too far, Like, it's just a little less subtle than it could have been.
And sometimes, I don't know. I like that. Less. I like that she said what her issue was, rather than like being subtle and just not saying anything, just being mad. Yeah. Sometimes you have that too. Like, what's wrong with her? They stomp off or something. I am the Green Aaron. Says, where was Ralph? I don't know. No idea. Corey says, so now that Team Flash knows Cicada's true identity, do you think he will remain the villain for the rest of the season? Or will we have a new villain for the back half of this season?
I think he'll remain. Even though we got a lot of backstory, we still don't understand his powers at all. I think he'll remain. We've got to remember, too, this is a guy that is never caught in the current timeline. Mm-hmm. Even though they know his name, he's still, we have to assume they probably learned his name at some point, too, But why is he never caught, and what will change all that? I think there's plenty of story left.
Wait, who's never caught?
Cicada. Remember, Nora says he's the one that's never apprehended, never caught.
Yeah, but they also changed the history, though, whenever Nora did her thing. Mm-hmm. So all that stuff may not be a thing.
He's going to be caught this season, but I think that, just because they know his name, I don't think it's over or anything like that. I don't think, even over in Arrow, we talked a lot about is Diaz done, but we'll see. Only episode 7's this week.
Jared says, what's the weirdest object that could have been infused with Metatech, and what would it do?
No, I shouldn't say that.
I was thinking like a vibrator, and you can create earthquakes. Like some woman in the middle of the Enlightenment is like in her bedroom. And he just,
I would say a fleshlight. It creates mass procrastination.
What? Everyone stopped working? That could work.
What's the point? It's not only tech, though, I guess.
Mine was tech. I'm trying to think of anything else that could be weird.
Yeah. Like a stoplight, and it connects all the other stoplights around the world and ruins everybody's day.
That's useless.
Yeah, it turns into like a AI kind of stoplight, and it like starts putting like green light. You know, people are crashing at each other, and then some people are stopped in traffic all day. They didn't get to work,
and they didn't rob a bank and you escape.
Yep. So stoplights probably.
A car and it talks to you.
Yeah. Like Kit? Like Knight Rider?
No.
No.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Jared says 7 episodes in, and we now know Cicada's motivations for killing metas. And to me, it's kind of weak and uninteresting. What is your opinion on it?
I don't think it's uninteresting. I agree that it's a little, maybe a little shallow right now, or it got to it very quick. But I mean, it really took its time to develop a relationship with, you know, a kid that he didn't want to a kid that, you know, he's like, maybe I'll start trying, but she didn't want to try. You know, we had all these.
I like that part.
Yeah.
But overall, I don't feel like I have too much more of an understanding of him than I did before. Mm-hmm. Like on the first or second episode when we had Cicada and we saw the little girl, I'm like, oh, his little girl got hurt by metas, and he's killing metas because
we've grasped that, yeah.
And now I feel like I'm in the same point, but it's like, oh, well, his niece got hurt by metas, and he's mad at her.
To contrast it with like Ben Lockwood from Supergirl, like I don't agree with him, but I get why he's doing this. This one I'm like, okay, I guess, you know.
Ooh, that would have been good. Red says, who else thought of Ralph first for the Mark Marden? Marden? He put M-A-R-D-O in. So maybe it's not Martin, it's not Marsden, it's Marden.
Marden.
There's just no S.
Weather Wizard.
Yep, that's easier. But thought of Ralph for the Marden look-alike before seeing the hologram. So like Ralph turned into him, then got crushed by the thing. That'd been great if he came out like Slinky-like.
That would be smart, but no Ralph this episode.
Edgar says, did you guys like Weather Witch?
Not particularly.
Not as much as Weather Wizard.
I felt like that was more shallow and coincidental than the stuff happening with Cicada.
Yeah.
I didn't like her. I didn't really get her outfit. Like a bunch of like curly thingies.
She wanted to kill her dad because he just wasn't there.
Yeah.
Like, why else were you bad? My dad wasn't here.
He's the weather bitch.
Kill this city because my daddy issues.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. It's just.
Yeah. It was a little bit of freak of the week, you know, here and done kind of thing, and a lot of coincidences, and just kind of was a little hammy for me. Though I like pork. I should have just gone on out and said, like, you know, weather bitch.
Weather bitch?
Yeah. That would be funny.
This, like, some
like on her van, it says weather bitch.
Her van says weather witch, but someone, like, graffitied it and scratched out the W and stuff.
No, it's the weather bitch.
Damn it, Nora. Just asked how we felt about Nora. I just want to say that she said, I know she was being selfish, but I still felt everything she was feeling this episode.
Yeah.
P.S. Are we getting Melanie? Another one of those.
Yeah.
I just thought, like, feeling how she felt. I especially felt it there whenever they're in the hangar. Like, I really like the moment of her, like, looking back at everybody.
Me too.
And then being like, go, Dad.
Yeah.
Run, Dad, run.
Yeah,
I like that moment a lot.
I kind of forgave or let go of my earlier reaction to her with that moment, so it was good.
Robert says, did Barry seriously just run the guy in prison to jail? Why not run Weather Witch to the pipeline? Are the writers trying to mess with our heads? I laughed more than I should have when that happened.
I guess the answer is that he had the dampening cuffs on, and she has instant lightning.
Yeah, I say she had power where he didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's the case, then why doesn't he just grab any villain that he's fighting and just run them to the pipeline? Probably because he has to knock them out or stop them from having powers first, and she had powers, so.
I mean, I get what he's saying, but I think it's pretty obvious that that's what they were going for.
Yep. Jess said she sent this last week. She wanted to try to send it again. Since we found out that Caitlin/Killer Frost isn't a meta-human, do you think she could fight Cicada without him removing her powers?
Does her power rely on dark matter?
I guess that would be the main question, because that's how it usually absorbs everything, right? Yeah, I don't know if it does. I'm not 100%. I think he created it without the use of dark matter, right? when he was trying to solve his ALS and whatnot. So
if it has nothing to do with dark matter, then no.
It'd be a good way of like having something up on Cicada when they're trying to fight.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did also say that even Supergirl tried to fight him and lost. They said that during the Flash Museum thing. Like Arrow, Supergirl. Like, he wouldn't be able to take Supergirl's power. She's not a meta.
See, the thing with that, though, is that's the original Cicada, and we don't know we don't know how his power base would have worked differently.
Well, I would assume his powers might have worked the same. He's just a different person, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It's always so weird, because whenever you have, like, all right, so this is who he is. And like, well, no, this guy got started earlier, so it's not this guy. It's someone else now. We don't know who he is. It's like, okay, so what else is different?
Yeah.
Is the power base exactly the same? Is the way his powers work different at all? Like, maybe, like, he's a meta one way, or he's got more tech, or he's alien, or, you know, I don't know. It's just, whenever they do that, it's kind of weird. Curiosity Kitty says, if it's possible to take Sam Witwer out of the equation, how would you compare Ben Lockwood's flip to Cicada's flip? So not being Sam Witwer, just being how they've done it.
No, the way they did it was great.
I think it was still a good story. I think if you could have put anybody in there, at least the way it was written and done, it had a... I mean, they spent a whole episode dedicated to that. This one, we just got like, what, 5 minutes probably? Over the course of the episode?
Sure.
It's like they spent dedicated.
They took the time in, and I fully hook, line, and sinker, regardless of Sam Witwer, but putting that in there as well, there was a couple of times in this episode that I wasn't gelling with the actor's performance. Whereas with Sam Witwer, I can't help but.
I love when he's like thinking and he's doing this, like he's rubbing that little spot on his chin with like his thumb.
Sam Witwer. Mm-hmm. He's so
Not
good.
this guy. Lover Sashimi says, what is something you enjoy that you find therapeutic for you? Web slinging through the city.
Oh.
I used to, whenever I had like a rough day, I'd put in like Spider-Man 2 on PS2 and just web sling through the city. Not even stop crimes. Maybe once in a while.
Yeah.
I was like, it was so fun. It was calming.
I mean, I like to go on a walk and play Pokemon Go. I like to have a cigar. And eat. No.
Eat. I find it therapeutic.
It's therapeutic for me.
Chimeras, huh? Fucking sweet. Chimeras, huh? Fucking, I don't know. Is there any dynamics between the characters you'd like to see more of? I'd like to see Cisco interact with people other than Wells or Caitlin. Like Cisco and Iris or Cisco and Nora. I do appreciate everybody's not just standing around the cortex like in season 4. So is there any kind of like group dynamics we don't get a lot of?
I mean, the only thing we're not getting now is Joe.
Yeah.
I like to see Joe and Sherlock together a little bit, but probably, if not, then Sherlock and Ralph. I like the detective stuff.
Joe and Ralph together might be good. I love seeing Ralph with just, like, I feel like he mixes well with everybody.
Yeah.
Which I enjoy that a lot. Cecile and Sherlock.
Yeah.
Because her and the old Harry kind of had a thing. I'm wondering how these two would gel together.
And if we're going to go crazy, then more Ralph and any... Or not Ralph, but more Diggle and any speedster is always a good time.
Diggle and a speedster?
Yep. Because he can't take it.
Alrighty. That's it. The only other thing is Mac Rambo and a few others said, with episode 100 next week, is there anything you'd love to see?
Reverse Flash, Zoom, Savitar, The Thinker, Black Flash, Grodd.
What, every major villain?
I don't know. I'd like to see something like that. Whenever it's an episode 100, I always want to go back like the road so far, but not a clip show.
Grodd?
Yeah.
Versus King Shark.
Oh, no, it's not Buttonhead. We gotta have a poll.
Yeah, we gotta have a poll.
All right.
All right, guys, so now that we have Cicada's backstory and, this little girl Grace and all that kind of stuff, how do you guys feel about him and his backstory? So do you agree with him and you sympathize with him? Do you not agree with him but you can still sympathize with him? Or do you not sympathize with him nor do you agree with his decision? So what do you think, Eric?
Sympathize with him. Don't agree with him. Think that his motivation is a little shallow.
I'm going to go with I don't agree with him. I guess I sympathize with him a bit, though. Mainly because little girl. Little girls, I can sympathize with little kids much easier, I guess.
Well, that's the poll. Go over, check out the poll at patreon.com/blindwave. We'll be back for episode 100 next week, but this episode is dedicated to my favorite clone from Star Wars, 99.
Fives?
No, 9.
Guys, thank you
thank you
for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss out on next week's episode and all the other CW stuff. What was that?
Nothing.
And
Think
make sure you
about
guys...
Rod and King Shark again.
Rod?